Jessie Draper, the Valley Girl. Let's talk business. I'm like the Valley Girl. Papyrus is a stationery, greeting card, and gift retailer that sells all kinds of cool products. And now it's part of a group of 450 stores across the country. Dominique Schurman is CEO of privately held company Papyrus and the Schurman Retail Group, which includes Carlton Cards, American Greetings, and Paper Thread. Well, here we are with Dominique of Papyrus. So how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
I am so excited to have you on the show. I can't even express to you. First of all, you're running one of my favorite stores of all time. And second of all, you're a woman, which is just an extra bonus as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you very much.
How did Papyrus come to be?
Well, it's really a great story, a true entrepreneurial story. My parents started the company together in 1950, so we've been around more than 60 years. And I really grew up in the business, always loved the business. It was a very small kind of family business, and the purpose at that time was really to provide a livelihood for my family. My parents didn't have a grand ambition to necessarily build a national brand, but they built a company that was just founded on the principles of beautiful paper, great design, quality products. And I grew up with it. I always loved it. And when my father decided he wanted to retire, I asked him if I could work with him and see if it was a fit for me.
And you have quite a few siblings.
I do. I'm the youngest of 4.
Oh, awesome.
And I think I was the only one that really had it in my blood. We always had to tag along, whether it was in the house, in the kitchen, or as we got older, we went on business trips with my parents because they had nowhere to put us, so we went along. And at the time, I thought it was a hassle, but looking back, it was a great way to see the world. And
you probably learned so much.
I did. I learned a lot. And you don't realize growing up how much you benefit from those kinds of experiences.
Yeah,
so I appreciate it now looking back. But we were a part of the company because it was,
it was a family
the
business.
lifeblood of our family, yes.
And how many stores do you have now?
We have almost 400 stores.
High five. That is fantastic.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
amazing.
Yeah.
So you guys have really grown.
We have.
And how do you maintain such a quality operation? How do you do that in so many stores? How do you oversee all of that?
I think you have to really have a passion for what you do. I love this business. I live it. I breathe it. It's a 24/7 kind of commitment. And, I'm in it all the way. So from the smallest detail, I still sign off on every design, on every product. I'm really passionate about the people that make this business special. And, staying close to the heartbeat of a company, to the people in the business is really, I think, what makes all the difference. So I try and touch as much of the company as I can, even if I can't be everywhere all the time.
Yeah, even before this interview, I noticed you going around and looking at things.
Yeah.
And, you definitely know the store like the back of your hand,
Absolutely.
obviously.
I absolutely do.
Do you still write thank you notes?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Of
And
course.
do you,
I still write thank you
Why
notes.
is a handwritten thank you note, would you say, more important to write than, a thank you note online?
It's that genuine authenticity that I think makes all the difference. Social media and email, it's a part of our lives. We all do it. It's second nature now to the way we live. But people are really hungry for something real and genuine. And what's more genuine than a handwritten note, a personal signature, a beautiful card, or gift for that matter that you can treasure and save and cherish. I mean, those kinds of things are irreplaceable and really priceless. And our whole business is built on the principle of celebrating emotion and building genuine relationships with people. So it's that personal connection that I think can't be replaced by technology. I think the first thing is make it personal. Don't be robotic about it. And I always like to think of something I wish I had said that I never say. And then I would just say, make it heartfelt and make sure to mention, what it is you're thanking someone for so that they know that you've thought about it and you've made the connection.
Tell us about some of the things that you do here that you think people don't necessarily know about.
Well, it's interesting because we have customers who shop our stores all the time and still discover new dimensions. The personalization, the custom printing, the wedding invitations, the baby announcements, that's a segment of our business that not everyone knows we do.
And I was just telling you, my friend this morning was like, oh, I'm so excited you're interviewing her because I just printed all my programs for my wedding.
Which is fantastic, which is really great. And people discover that we do that, on a daily basis. So it's actually a really important part of our business. And then, of course, we've launched our new brand, Nika D.
Yes.
And we're very excited to really elevate the whole Papyrus experience with a new dimension around accessories and fashion. And we have boutiques, store-within-a-store boutiques in 40 of our leading locations.
How many of the stores would you say you have been to?
Oh, I'd say almost all of them, actually.
Oh my goodness.
Almost all of them.
That would take like an entire year.
I don't see them all every year.
No, definitely.
But over the course of
but you could go to a different store every year. Every day for a year.
Absolutely. But I'll go to a market and then I'll do as many stores within that market as possible. And I try and go to different markets and alternate so that I can see as many of the stores as I can.
And how do you pick your locations? Because I have to say, I have been to more than a few Papyrus stores that are next to a Noah's Bagels or a Starbucks or a Pete's Coffee. And I always wonder if you guys like all get together and talk and let's open up a whole bunch of stores right here.
No, it doesn't really work that way. But whenever we look at a potential site, we think about, is our customer demographic shopping in that area? Are there co-tenants that we think will bring foot traffic and or share a common customer base? So, in that sense, you have certain components that you look for that help make the decision of whether it's a suitable location or not.
How has the internet changed your business, would you say? How has online? Because you guys do a lot of...
We do.
What is there a percentage of how much business you do online now?
Yeah, our online business is still relatively small.
Yeah.
We think of it as our biggest store, highest volume store.
But you do have an online business, which I think a lot of people, they think they come to Papyrus and it's cards, and so why would you have an online business? But you do.
Oh, absolutely. And it's convenience, and I think consumers today expect to be able to shop through, various channels, and, to be a credible retailer, an online presence is just fundamentally important.
It's the clicking thing.
Yeah, and it's 24/7, and if you're at home, you want to be able to shop whenever it's convenient for you.
Well, what are you the most excited about that you guys are working on right now?
We have so many fabulous initiatives going. One of the things we're really working on is expanding the categories within the store, new business segments. We've launched Bath and Body in all of our locations as to see if we can
now you can get beautiful cards and be clean.
Exactly, and wonderful soap and lotion and all those things. And it all kind of supports the approach of building a credible gift offering that's at a consistent quality level as our cards are.
You are a woman in business who has definitely, done great things with this company. What is a tip you have for someone who hopes to run a company like this one day, who is a woman?
I think you have to be honest with yourself and about the commitment and the fact that building a business requires a lot of time, and so the balancing of family and kids, it's all doable, but you have to go into it with a mindset understanding that it's not easy, it's challenging, and that to the extent you can build support networks, it's really important, because it's impossible to be perfect at everything all the time. And certainly I have two sons, they're now grown up. But I had a lot of a lot of pressure and hard,
a lot of juggling moments,
and now that my children are older, they're pretty open with me about how they felt growing up with me working all the time, so it's a learning experience, and I think it's all it's all doable, but you have to go in with your eyes wide open, I would say, and not expect it to be simple.
Well, will you take me on a tour of your lovely store?
Oh, I would love to. Let's go take a look.
Let's take a tour.
Wonderful.
I'm like the Valley Girl.
And I'm like Dominique of Papyrus.
And now it's time for your Ditz moment.
It's so fun to often see, someone wearing pink will be automatically attracted to the pink.
Like me.
Yeah.
Like I'm wearing pink. I feel like I should go look at all the pink cards right now.
That's right.